a big competition in your room, obviously replacing a lot of starters. Have any guys stood out early on that you feel like are at a point where they're competing for a starting job, or is this kind of still, you guys are still figuring it out at this point in the spring?
Yeah, we're still figuring it out at this point. We're in a fierce competition battle at corner. So every day we're trying to give everybody an opportunity to go out there and show their best game. We're looking for growth, looking for a chop mindset. So, fierce competition battle, we're letting everybody get after it.
Coach, our first opportunity to talk with you since you've arrived here.
Yeah.
Can you just take us kind of through the journey to get here, and also you've got some Big Ten experience, and how are you helping the staff that maybe is getting used to the Big Ten and acclimated?
Yeah, journey to get here. So played at Illinois, which has been a great help, I think, in terms of transitioning to the Big Ten. I don't know how much it's benefiting me as a coach right now, personally. I've been in all the stadiums for the most part. It's expanded now. But I think the relationship with the players, it helps. They go out here in these big stadiums, and the pressure that's on the players every day, I've lived it. So I think that helps. In terms of my journey, I'm a West Coast kid originally. Took my journey from Division III football to junior college to a couple universities, and obviously with Coach Johansson at South Dakota. So, blessed to be here at Rutgers now.
Coach, kind of a two-part question. First of all, what excites you when you look for, a DB, and what's it like trying to? You got a lot of DBs from all over the place now. In a short time, you got to try to get them together and on the same page.
Yeah, when it comes to a DB, first of all, I believe that a defensive back is a personality, not a position. So I'm looking for guys that are competitive, want to go out there every day and fight for every yard and fight for every inch. But as some attributes on the field, looking for guys with eye discipline, some quick twitch, which kind of goes into genetics a little bit, and then ball skills. We want to be able to take that ball away. So turnovers are going to be at a premium at the defensive back position.
And Coach, now trying to get all these guys on the same page.
Yeah, trying to get a lot of them on the same page. We got some returners, some transfers, some young guys. So we're trying to gel as much as we can. It's a family environment here, so we're trying to get everybody in here to do the job, trying to develop trust, family, chop. So every day is a lot of progress and trying to keep that growth mindset going.
You just talk about your relationship with Travis Johansson and kind of his defensive scheme.
Yeah, Coach Johansson, obviously last year I was with him at South Dakota, so we developed a really good relationship in the 10 months. I think a lot of our relationship came from winning, and we're very like-minded people. He's been a good mentor for me from a defensive mindset. So, the opportunity to come with him here and Coach Shiano, I think was very, good for me. So, Coach, Johansson defense, fundamentals, technique, discipline, and being able to run to the football as fast as we can.
By the time you would come in, and the cornerback room had kind of already been set with the transfer portal and all that, I guess what were your early evaluations of that room and the cornerbacks, and how do you feel like they've performed in spring?
Talent. I think it's a very talented room. What we lack in experience, we gain with talent. My first impressions, came in with a fresh start. I think every single corner in here has a fresh start when we came through, so I left the evaluation process on the field. And as it's been going on, there's been a lot of good days, a lot of progress. There's a lot of opportunity, and it's like I said before, it's a fierce, competition battle. So, every day they're being evaluated, and we're looking forward to seeing what they can do in the future as well.
Coach Shiano has kind of pointed out Kevin Levy as somebody who stood out in spring. What have you seen from him this spring?
Yeah, Kevin's had a good spring so far. I think the best thing about him is his confidence. His comfortability in the program is definitely starting to shine through. He's been a guy that's been out there before. He's been a part of the program for a few years now, so we're leaning on him. From our young guys to our transfers, and leaning on Kev to show him the proper way throughout the facility, and then on the field, he's been gaining a lot of good experience out there. So he's even helped me a lot with integrating into the program, and we're going to lean on him a lot this year. And I know Kev still has a lot of work to do to be able to do the things that he wants to do this year. So not only is he doing a good job now, but we need to push him to continue to do those things.
Time for two more.
You talk about spending 10 months with Coach Johansson.
Yeah.
You also spent 10 months with Mikey Munn. I know he's not here on campus, but what is he going to bring and his combativeness, and how is he going to factor into that position battle?
Yeah, we're glad to have Mikey on board coming up here soon. We have a really good personal relationship with him. He has a lot of familiarity in the system. I think Mikey knows as well as us that he's going to have to come here and compete. We're looking forward to the skill set that he showed at South Dakota, but he's going to have to come here and compete, integrate into our family, integrate into the principles that we do. Now, he does have a little bit of a head start knowing the system, but Mikey hasn't played at the Big Ten level yet, so he has to go out here and prove it, and we believe he has a skill set to be able to help us. But he's going to get thrown right into this competition battle like everybody else and got to earn it.
Question. Zahmir Dawud's a local guy, also kind of going from the FCS level up to the Big Ten. Just what were your early initial takeaways from him, and where does he factor into the cornerback competition?
Yeah. Zahmir's coming up from the FCS level, just like we are here with a lot of us. So, a local kid, which was the first thing that popped out to me is I feel like he has something to prove with being local and has some family ties here from the past as well. So Zahmir's work ethic is really high. He works hard on and off the field. He's a good communicator. So I know he's trying to do well for his family and has a lot of pride in Rutgers football being a local guy. So I've been very impressed with him, but definitely going to challenge him to continue to work.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, appreciate you guys. Thanks.